Markus Lüpertz doesn't use a cane because of his age. He had a car accident several years ago, but it hasn't slowed him down. In his studio in Teltow, south of Berlin, he's currently working on 4 paintings at once. Others are ready to be taken to a Dutch museum for an exhibition.
The idea of being 70 never crossed my mind earlier. It was unimaginably old. Now that I am 70, I don't feel my age. I'm not stooping or gnarled yet, and I can still do everything myself. I haven't gone into sharp decline either mentally or physically, thank goodness, though that could easily change. I consider myself lucky. On the other hand, every day or every hour, I expect something to happen that could break my run of good luck.
With his expressive pictorial language, Markus Lüpertz has had a decisive influence on the German art scene since the 1960s. He considers painting to be the highest form of art. A major retrospective of his work in Bonn in 2009 demonstrated that impressively.
I never wanted to do anything other than paint pictures.
Markus Lüpertz was born in 1941 in Bohemia, in what's now the Czech Republic. In 1948, his family fled to the Rhineland. At 20, he went to Berlin and threw himself into painting and the swinging 60s. Coming from modest circumstances, he was driven to get to the top. At 33, he became a professor at the Art Academy in Karlsruhe. His paintings broke taboos. In the 60s, using a soldier's helmet as a subject caused quite a stir.
Some painted pretty shapes, those were popular. Others copied photos, that was easy to understand. And others, like me, painted subjects that could be misunderstood. So that made us the bogeymen we still are.
Markus Lüpertz felt comfortable in the role of a rebel. He fought for his position in the art world as aggressively as he attacked the canvas when painting. With great strength of will and physical effort, he strove for the good life and attained it. Soon, one exhibition followed another. Lüpertz enjoyed his fame. He was a master at managing his own image.
One day I decided to be a handsome man, so I acted like a handsome man. One day I decided to be an artist of genius, so I acted like one. One day I decided to be generous, so I became generous. I had a specific dream of the person I'd like to be, and then I checked myself and found certain shortcomings and corrected them to accord with my ideal self.
Since the 1980s, Lüpertz has been sculpting as well as painting. The one-time rebel turned into an artist for the powerful. This sculpture of the German eagle was commissioned by the Federal Court of Justice in Karlsruhe. His statue, The Philosopher, greets visitors to the Chancellery in Berlin. It's mainly his sculptures that polarize. His Mozart statue in Salzburg met with massive public disapproval.
If you plan to shock, you'd have to make bad art. You'd have to build something into it that has nothing to do with art in order to upset people. I wouldn't stoop that low. If I do cause an uproar, it's not planned. And ultimately, the only reason people get upset is stupidity and not having looked and inquired properly.
His works sell well, but you won't get anything fresh off the easel. The paintings have to mature for at least a year in his studio. If he doesn't paint over them during that time, he releases them for sale. He tries to invent every picture anew.
I can't yet take stock and say which I'm proud of and which I'm less proud of. Sometimes I'm bursting with pride when I think about everything I've done. Then the pride bursts like a bubble when I think of what I still have to do.
Painting is Markus Lüpertz's priority in life. And that's certainly not about to change now that he's 70.